Have you ever prayed with tears in your eyes, and all you heard back was silence? You're doing everything right. You're praying, you're believing, you're waiting, but heaven feels quiet. No sign, no answer, no direction, and deep down, a painful question starts forming in your heart. Did God hear me, or am I talking to myself? If you've ever felt that, this video is for you. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear may completely change how you see God's silence and bring peace to a place in you that's been restless for a long time. Number 1, the pain of God's silence. Let's be honest for a moment. God's silence hurts more than a clear no, because when God says no, at least you know where you stand. But silence leaves you wondering. You replay your prayers in your head. You check your life for mistakes. You ask yourself, am I doing something wrong? Is my faith not strong enough? Did God turn away from me? You see other people testifying, other people celebrating answers, other people saying, God did it, and you're still waiting, still praying, still hoping, still hurting. But here's something most people never tell you. God's silence is not God's absence, and the Bible is very clear about that, even when it doesn't feel that way. Number 2, silence does not mean God has abandoned you. Let's look at the first Bible verse. My God, why have you forsaken me? Psalm 22:1. These words were spoken by David, and later echoed by Jesus himself on the cross. Think about that. David was a man after God's heart. Jesus was the Son of God. Yet both experienced moments where God felt silent. This tells us something powerful. Feeling unheard does not mean you are unloved. Feeling ignored does not mean you are rejected. Sometimes, even the closest people to God experience seasons where heaven is quiet. Not because God left, but because something deeper is happening. Number 3, why God sometimes chooses silence. Here's the truth most believers struggle to accept. God is not obligated to explain himself on your timeline, and silence doesn't mean inactivity. In fact, many times, God is working the most when he is speaking the least. Let's talk about why. God is developing your trust, not just answering a request. If God answered every prayer instantly, faith would never grow. You wouldn't trust God. You'd only trust outcomes. Silence forces you to ask a deeper question. Do I trust God only when he answers? Or even when he doesn't? This is where faith matures. Not when prayers are answered, but when prayers are unanswered and you still hold on. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Notice what God says first. Not do more, not pray harder, not fix yourself. He says, be still. Stillness is uncomfortable because stillness takes away control. But stillness is where trust is built. God's silence often invites you into stillness, not to punish you, but to anchor you. Number 4, silence is often a setup, not a shutdown. One of the biggest mistakes we make is assuming silence means nothing is happening. But in Scripture, silence often comes before major breakthroughs. Think about Joseph. Years of silence, years of waiting, years of confusion. Yet behind the scenes, God was positioning everything. Silence is not God stepping away. Silence is God working quietly. And quiet work is still real work. Number 5, sometimes God is protecting you from what you're asking for. This part is hard, but important. Not every prayer should be answered immediately. Some answers given too early would hurt you. Some doors opened too soon would break you. God sees what you don't see. And sometimes his silence is mercy, not rejection. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. Isaiah 55:9. You see a moment. God sees a lifetime. You see relief. God sees consequences. You see today. God sees where this road ends. So when God is silent, it may be because he is loving you in a way you don't yet understand. Number 6, what you should do when God is silent. Here are 3 things that matter deeply. 1, don't assume the worst. Silence does not mean God is angry. Silence does not mean God is disappointed. Silence does not mean God forgot you. Assumptions will drain your faith faster than waiting ever could. 2, Keep showing up. Prayer is not just about answers. Prayer is about relationship. Even when you don't hear anything, keep showing up, because consistency builds intimacy. 3. Let silence change you, not break you. Silence can make you bitter, or it can make you deeper. The choice is yours. God often uses quiet seasons to reshape your heart, not your circumstances. Number 7. The silence will not last forever. This is the part I need you to hear clearly. God's silence is temporary. Waiting has an expiration date. You may not know when. You may not know how. But Scripture is clear. God does speak. God does answer. God does move. And when He does, you'll realize the silence was preparing you, not punishing you. If you're watching this right now, feeling unheard, feeling tired, feeling like giving up, please don't. Your prayers matter. Your tears matter. Your waiting matters. And even in the silence, God is closer than you think. If this message spoke to your heart, please like this video. It helps this message reach others who are silently struggling too. Subscribe to this channel for more deep, calm, Bible-based teachings that bring clarity and hope. Share this video with someone who feels forgotten by God right now. And I'd really love to hear from you. Comment below. What are you praying about that feels unanswered? You are not alone. Thank you for staying until the end. May peace meet you in the silence.